Morning. Welcome to ATI Pro Media, coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm sitting at RFD TV Studios. You can catch me later on the Cow Guy Close. I'll be hosting that from 1 to 1:30. But right now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got to tell you, biggest thing that you should be watching that happened to you this week, and you might not have realized it happened to farmers and ranchers, is that interest rates actually exploded this week. We've taken out several rate cuts, and inflation is still creeping up. PPI, CPI the other day, it's a big deal. We had Empire Manufacturing today. That didn't go so well. Good news, farmers, ranchers, export sales. Corn's up 1 right now. We sold some corn. Beans are currently down 8. Nasty move in the beans. We'll break it down. We have live charts later. Russia elections. I don't know what the heck that means. I think that's some type of joke. Who put that up there, right? Okay. Little news out of Buenos Aires. And with that, we got an action-packed show. Connor B's coming live from Assumption, Illinois. Brady Haw, he'll be in a little bit. Don't bring him in yet. He's at his bull sale out there in Dodge City, Kansas. He's coming to us live, and those bulls are ready to go. Connor, what's going on, my friend?
Not a whole lot. Got through the tornado sirens yesterday. I don't think anyone touched down. Got a little hail, but we'll take the precipitation. So with that, we got a busy show. Let's jump right into it, Tommy.
You're sounding professional. You're sounding like you do this for a living.
Oh,
Hey,
stop it. You're going to make me blush.
hand it back to me. Go ahead. Hey, let's go. And you are a professional.
Thank you. First thing, 125,000 corn flash sale to unknown destinations. If I was a betting man, I would lean towards Mexico, but who knows? Good to see. We will take it. And so keep moving on. The other one, Russian elections are underway. I almost put this in as a tongue in cheek. Who do you think's going to win, Tommy?
I don't, come on now. This has got to be a joke. This will be in the blooper reel. I think odds are favored towards one of the parties. Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And so moving on, let's go right through these headlines, then we can jump into charts. But Buenos Aires grain exchange rate, Argentina, they did not change their corn soy estimates, 56.5 and 52.5. So not a lot of news recently, but what I wanted to add color is if we look back last year, right, Argentina had that big major drought, and just a year ago, their numbers were half that, Tommy. They were at 36 corn, 25 beans. So not quite half on corn, but definitely half on soybeans. Right now, they dropped their good to excellent ratings. Corn, they're at 25% versus 29% last week. Big drop. Last year, 7% was in good to excellent. And then same thing on the soybeans where they dropped it significantly. So
Yeah.
keep Go ahead, Tommy.
Real quick, Connor B. For the people out there watching, hey, thanks for watching. If you want to drop a comment, a question, go ahead. We'll try to get those, but we do have an action-packed show. So we see some friends out there on X, YouTube. Of course, we're streaming every day at 9. All right, what else do you have, my friend?
Yeah. New York Empire State Manufacturing Index was down 20.9% versus expected down 5. Feels like a really big move. I don't know, Empire State Manufacturing, I'm going to be dead honest. It's not something I track month to month.
It's extremely volatile number. And matter of fact, I can tell you on our first segment today on Cow Guy Close, Jim Urio and I are going to break that down on Empire. But it's a number that stays ahead of things, and it's very volatile. You can't get all excited because Empire said that. It's New York Empire. It's specific. Just like it on Fridays once a month, I believe we have Michigan consumer confidence. Right? It's not consumer confidence for the whole nation. Kind of like how Purdue University puts out that ag barometer. Those are those type of indicators. Something you want to watch, but nothing you go bet the ranch on. No pun intended. As Brady's sitting at the ranch.
That's a great. Thank you for bringing it back to ags for me, Tommy. That's a great correlation.
We'll be here all week.
So speaking of ags, let's dive into, because yesterday we had some interesting price action. Really this week, I would say. We've seen some rallies and we've hit some headwinds. If you want, Tommy, let's pull in some charts and look what we got first. Yeah, looking at that corn. So I believe green you have is that 50-day moving average, and you got that line at where at, Tommy? 472.5?
Yeah, let's call it 474 for easy math for our viewers at home.
Yeah. And so looking back this week, we can see a little bit of a ceiling build at that 50-day. we definitely hit resistance and we dip back down. Currently, we've got grains trying to work a little bit higher, or corn, I should say. Corn's up 1. Beans are backtracking significantly. So we are finding support at red line. Tommy, is that the 20-day you have there?
Yeah, that's 20. And everyone out there in the technical world, people use different things. The other day on the show live, Connor's like, pull up the moving averages, and I couldn't do it quick enough. But you could do whatever you want. I mean, if it makes you feel better about where you need grains to go to, if I pulled up a 200-day moving average, you'd see grains are in a massive bear market. If I pulled up a 5-day moving average, you'd be like, wow, these things are really trending up. And also, as you tighten the frames, these are on dailies, of course. But from a farmer out there, Connor, and viewers and listeners, from a farmer out there, when we're coming into as big a supplies as we have now, these are something that you take an action at. And that's why we send out those actionable alerts,
Exactly.
not only for my personal customers, but for ATI Pro Media Premium Edition. We're sending out those actionable alerts. Whether you're a customer of advanced trading or not, we'll tell you, hey, corn just hit the 50. This is something you should be looking at. With that information, you're president, CEO of your farm. You can do what you want. What else, my friend? No
Well,
beans?
but how about soybean? Let's look at Nov 24 soybean. Yep. Yep. There we go. Looking at same similar situation. We got up Nov at 11. Where you got that at, Tommy? 1189 roughly is that
1125 was
green
low,
line.
and say we went up
And you can see
to
the same thing.
11. Yeah, almost hit that $12 level. But
Yeah. And
we, again, red
you
line,
said
we're
it.
trending up. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, keep going, keep going.
I have a small lag here. I could just feel I'm lagging a little bit. So just give me a time as we go back
Okay.
and forth. We're trending a little bit above our red. And of course, we hit that 50 and we're back down. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And so as we look, right, today's the last day. You got to set your crop insurance. We have most of you have probably made that decision. We've got to make it today, decide what type of coverage we have. In less than 2 weeks, we're going to have the USDA tell us where they think corn, soybeans, wheat, cotton acres are going to be at, right? This next 2 weeks, then in 3 weeks, most of you, hopefully, if the weather's right, we're going to be playing. We've got a busy 3 weeks when we look at marketing, right? If I think the plan needs to be in place, we know what crop insurance is before that acreage. If we can start formulating a plan, and that's where I start looking at these support resistance levels, right? If we have certain targets in mind, we can pair it with this. So
Yeah.
that's what I look at.
Real quick.
Any other charts? Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, before Brady comes in, because he's going to be with cattle, live cattle on the mend a little bit here, looking at June. Obviously, we're both above the 10-day and the 50. Let's look at feeders because, folks, as you know, out there, these markets got roughed up yesterday. Now, when we talk about the stock market, NASDAQ here, we're moving the NASDAQ. This is a daily. We are now below the 10-day, and let's hope that 50-day is AKA support. I'm not the world's biggest chart guy, but I know people like to talk about them. They say every ship at the bottom of the ocean had a chart room. So, biggest news out there, though, that people should be paying attention to is that interest rate. That's what's going to affect people. Okay, before we bring Brady in, not quite yet, let's talk about ATI Pro Media Premium. Oh, the
Look
timing
at
on that
that guy.
producer, Joe. Yeah, that's Drew Moore. Drew Moore was yesterday's show. We released that at 4 o'clock. That's for the premium subscriber. If you want to go out there, go to www.atipromedia, click like and subscribe. For just $1 a day, you can have premium. We do the premiere video every day, release at 4. Sending out those actionable texts, you get that email nice and early at 6 in the morning. Then we have some stuff that comes out later in the week from Brian Bassey and the crew. So we get you that information on Friday. 6 videos a week, $1 a day. You've lost a lot more money not selling your corn at higher prices. I think you can get educated here, folks. Every day we try to have someone on. You and I did a special about crop insurance. Brady did one with State of the Union of cattle. And I think people will be surprised who they're going to see as we have guests. Earlier, Scott the Cow Guy did one, and he's got an interesting perspective. So it's not about us. It's about us getting good guests and getting that information back to you.
Absolutely. I got to ask, give us a little color before we jump to Brady. What you and Drew, give us a little snippet, a little tidbit. I want to hear what you guys talked about. I haven't had the opportunity to watch it yet.
Sure. So we talked about that he is the CEO of Advanced Trading. We also talked about that his father, his brother, and himself farm. He's a Central Illinois farmer. So it's interesting to see a young person. He went to University of Illinois. He was in an ag frat, and we talked about being CEO, being a farmer, not forgetting to do your own marketing at your farm. We talked about how ATI Pro Media was born. Something Drew and I had several discussions at the local Starbucks right there in Bloomington on should we do this? How do we do it? What's this look like? And then we just wrapped it up. He'll be on every few weeks. And I think this afternoon we have someone from the commercial department. We may have PJ too. We may release 2 today. We may have PJ talk about this option volatility. PJ from the RJ O'Brien. So all types of folks jumping on this. But
Awesome.
Drew's episode, it was good, but that's not the last time you're going to see him. You'll see more, Drew. You don't worry about that.
Good deal. Well, with that, I think we've got someone ready to jump in.
Bring in the star.
Let's bring in Brady Haw.
Morning, guys.
Go full screen on that. You don't need to see my mug when he's looking that good.
Well, it's a beautiful day in Dodge City, Kansas, and I got the Bulls behind me. They're settled in here, ready for sale day, trying to look their best. Been walking around trying to give them pep talk this morning. Guys, it's your day to shine. Look good today.
I hope they're in a good mood. You know, those Bulls can be emotional.
It can be a little bit. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Tell us about your favorite one or something you're really proud of out there.
Yep. Lot 1, he's DVAR Comanche. He is the highest dollar C. That's an index. That's kind of the holy grail of indexes in the Angus breed. He's the highest dollar C son of Sterling Pacific. He'll sell first, but there's all over the catalog. There's a number of bulls that are catching some interest, and every bull's got to sell today. And it's great to see family and friends here. It's kind of like a family reunion for us almost, and
That's
it's
awesome.
a fun day of the year. Yep.
It's really cool. How do we watch online? Is that a possibility?
Absolutely, yeah. DV Auction. Look up Huck Stegman Angus, but go to DV Auction in the search bar. You can search for Huck Stegman Angus. It should be near the top of the schedule of events. There are a ton of bull sales today, though. There's like 8 Angus bull sales. I think this is a massive week for bull sales across the country. But DV Auction, find us there, 1:00 p.m. Central Time.
I can't wait. I'll have to watch the replay. Is there a replay? I know that's a silly question, but I'll be doing little cow guy close. We lost Brady Haw. All right, back to our regular programming. Because Brady Haw, what happens, folks, is when you're using this service and you get a call, you end up getting knocked out like that. All right, we'll take Brady off. Brady, you were great while you lasted. All right, and that's no bull. What else do we have? Any questions? Any comments from the peanut gallery here as we come into Friday? Again, Tommy Grisafi from Nashville, Tennessee. Connor Bridgman from Assumption, Illinois. Real quick, let me give you a rundown on I'll give you a little hint of what the Cow Guy Close looks like today. Joe, show a picture of me looking scared on stage hosting a national TV show here. Oh, look at that little face. I just want to grab those cheeks. Speaking of cheeks, big shout out to Mama G and Papa G. They're watching live in Valparaiso, Indiana. Producer Joe is at their house, keeping an eye on them. And let's go over to the show here at 1:00. We have Jim Uriel coming on. We're going to talk about Empire Number and inflation. Then we have Mike Lee. We're going to talk about the 32-hour work week. And last but not least, Luke Lloyd talking about TikTok. With that, catch me on RFD TV. Anything you'd like to add, Mr. Connor B, to the 155 people watching us live?
I think if I know my combines, it looked like they had a Gleaner as their background picture for you. So I appreciate the shout out for the old Gleaner combine. So that's the only comment I have. Good luck this afternoon doing that. And I think we'll do this again Monday. If anyone's got any questions, give us a call, 855-737-FARM. Send us an email, right? If you didn't get a question live, ask us one and we'll pop it in. We can talk about it on the show Monday. And I think with that, Tommy, we'll get out of here.
Little message from my wife, Gina G. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. We're here every day, 9 a.m. Central. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.